Thank you very much for introducing me. Thank you everyone for taking your valuable time today to join today the weekly Kangen meeting. And I also would like to thank Sam for organizing this weekly meeting. So my name is Anthony T. Previously is engineer by profession. Right now is Kangen business owner. So I retired since last year. My last working day is July 2019. So let me power up my slide for some sharing how I have the challenges, and how I overcome it, and up to today's. That's great. So
Yes.
first of all, we'd like to show you how the line working at the factory. So I follow the full path is we need to study hard and we need to work hard. So for the past about 28 years, I have been working at the factory. As you can see, this is my last company I worked with, my S company, Western Digitals. So this to give you some idea how it looked like working in the factory. It's a wonderful experience. Doesn't mean working at the factory no good. It's a wonderful experience. But we realize that working at the factory, you are in the employee quadrant. What you learn from Robert Kiyosaki, the book, the four quadrant. So employee, self-employed, business, and investor. And I realized that I always exchange my time, work for someone else. And there's something disturbing me in my mind. Is someone is there to hire you, work for them to achieve their dream, why not in your lifetime at least you try, you hire yourself and you work for yourself and see how far can you go. That is really the thing wake me up every day. When I wake up in the morning, I'm seeing I'm like a machine, like the alarm clock wake you up, you beat the traffic, you go to work, then you come back home, you are very tired, you just spend a little time with the family, the next day you're going to work again. So it's like a routine, back to home, home to work, work to home. So I always wondering what can I do. I love to do business, but the question when I see how the people run the traditional business is like, wow, that's involved a lot of capital, a lot of the knowledge, the skill set. So in 2014, when my sponsor Derek actually shared me with this business opportunity, when I look at this and I said like, oh, I also very skeptical. But when I see the demo, is like it makes sense. And what I do is when I go back home, we do a lot of study. It takes about 3 months to do the study to understand what it's all about, because we want the fact, not the opinions. So we do a lot of study, fact finding, and to understand the whole thing. And when we started the business, when I started business, I realized that I need to find time to do it. And the major event we attend, SEMSIA EKW, and we learn about the 4 category protocol. There's a user, some-timer, part-timer, and the full-timer. So I tell myself which category I'm in, some-timer or part-timer. I choose to be full-timer. Even though I'm working full-time, I choose to be working at least full-timers. So that means I have to commit every night, not even a single night, every night, I will do Kangen business. It takes a lot of commitment along the journey. And beginning, definitely, like you all, I have a lot of challenges. Later, I will show you what my challenges, how I go through all the challenges. So working in a factory, if you want to move from the quadrant, from the employee quadrant, you need to move to self-employed quadrant, then later to business quadrant. So from here, you can look at it. Everyone else has a dream. So when you want to reach your personal goal, you have to go through a lot of obstacles. In the company, as a senior management, we always set the goal for the company. We need to achieve the KPI, so-called. But little we realize that we never do for our personal goal. That is more important than anything else. What about our personal goal? So I have a dream, and we start to putting our dream into the dream board. And if you can see all this journey, we need to go through and how we move from the comfort zone. Actually, the comfort zone is not comfortable at all. It's just a routine. Every day you are doing the routine job actually. I tell myself I have to quickly jump to the learning zone. The learning zone means you have to let go your ego. At the beginning, I found very tough because when you work in the big multinational company for about so many years at a senior position, it's not easy to let go the ego. So I have to let go the ego. I had to learn the basic, like from kindergarten, the basic. I had to unlearn and relearn everything. So learning zone. Then to reach the growth zone. So the growth zone, that is really, you need to find a purpose in life and live the dream. And these are the challenges when I started Kangen Energy business. The first, people don't believe you because suddenly you are working employees for so many years, and now you are working as a business quadrant, and nobody believes you. And the second is very difficult to invite people. That indeed is true. Beginning, we look at the business is very simple, and what Samsia always tell is not easy. That's right. So it requires a lot of skill set. One, you know how the acquire the skill set, it become not that difficult. The mean is doable, achievable for every one of us. And for energy business, when the first time I remember 2014, I attending the annual event, I saw 6A recognition. So many people on the stage, full of people for 6A recognition. That give me a lot of the hope and belief. If they can do, I also can do it. The big Kangen business is for everyone. Mr. Osiro designed this business, Kangen business, is definitely is for every one of us. The third one, the product is expensive. Everyone have these challenges, including me. So when I started, I also tell my friend, I know how you feel. I feel the same way. I also jump up. When I see the price, is like, what in the world? How come it costs that price? So we need to understand why the product price at this price tag. Later, I will explain about the price. And the last one is about too much negative information. That's correct. Too much information in the internet today. There's a lot of competitors fighting each other. A lot of information they attack. But the good thing is, I never see a website Energy talk bad about other people. Until today, all the competitors attack Energy, but there's none website have seen Energy put negative information about others. Why? Because we are the best of the best. We are the product of the product. So there's none in the market that they can compare and compete with Energy. So from here, we know talent, you are born to have a talent. So it's not easy to have a talent. It's like Michael Jackson, all these are talent. But what I realized that skill set can be learned. And Sam always say, riding bicycle, go swimming, it's true. The skill set, if you have a passion, you are compassion, you do it again and again, and you keep doing it, and you will master the skill actually. For Energy, same. You have to learn how to handle with people, about the product knowledge, about the skill set to talk to people, how you contact, invite. All is about skill set. And I tell myself I need to have a very positive attitude and toward learning. So in Energy, the mind is like parachute, is only open, it works when it only open. That means you have to have a very good attitude toward learning. So what I need to do, what I need to learn, the learning, I know the first one is skill set. Skill set means if I cannot invite people, there must be some skill set I need to improve. There must be some technique, some strategy to invite people. And for the second one is the demo. I know a lot of people know it's so easy to do the demo, but my question is, the keyword is effective demo. Effective demo means you should able to bring the value across to the prospect. They should able to get what you want to present to them. That is very important. The effective demo and the demo are very different. If you can do effective demo, half of the sales is already closed. And the third one, what could I say more about product knowledge? Product knowledge is so vital. Until today, many people still spend a lot of time and try to understand the competitor product. The product knowledge is very important. I urge you all to understand the product knowledge inside out. And the last one is handling objection. When in any business you are in, especially in the network marketing, handling objection, you cannot run away. You need to learn the skill set, how you're going to handling the objection. What is the frequent question they will ask you, right? Okay, I move to the next slide. Mindset. So I begin with the mindset. So after you work so long, so many years at the factory, your mindset is employee mindset. With employee mindset, can you use employee mindset to work in the business? The answer is no. You have to wear the business mindset, the cap. So I keep telling myself, I have to learn. I have to pretend I'm a business when I do Kangen business. So you must learn the characteristic of the business, how to be successful in entrepreneurship mindset. That is very, very vital. The mindset, if it is right, then everything will be easier. Dare to dream. So I began with a dream. Everything started, and all of us, keep talking about this topic is like, everyone know it's dream. When we small, we have a big dream. But when we work, we realize that our dream becomes smaller and smaller. Dream actually is a fuel to drive you extra mile to reaching your goal. Goal is important, but the goal is actually a strategy how you want to reach your goal. First thing first, I need to dare to dream big, because big dream only can move man's soul. And if the dream is big enough, the fact don't count. This all we all learn from the school. So I, together with my wife, we designed a dream board. This is a dream board a couple of years ago. We do a dream board. So this dream board, if you can see, we talk about good health, we put the God first, and we talk about the family, 4 seasons, we're going to bring the family to travel together. We have enjoy our time with our business partner, our buddy, and definitely with some car and the houses. Everyone's dream is different, but when you put down, when you paste it on the dream board, and that is really drive you, that is really give you a full energy to go extra mile. So dream board is like inevitable. I urge everyone to do a dream board. For the past few years, when I started Kangen business, I achieved most of my dream when I stick into the dream board. And right now is a time I need to do a new dream board. Dream do come true. That's really excited. One you really put in, and the best way, remember, when you design the dream board, you must do it together with your spouse, with your children. If you have children, with the children. So it's very meaningful. So because every night when you go out at night doing Kangen business, they know what you are doing. They know you are like a warrior night after night, go out and pursue your dream. And sometimes they will cheer you. They say, go, you can make it. So imagine your spouse and children give you the cheer. You have more excited and more energy. So at the end of the result, it doesn't matter. You have to do it again and again, night after night. So during this journey from employee part-time, I always find time to do Kangen business because everyone else have 24 hours. So you have to convert your non-productive time to productive. What I mean, non-productive, many of us spend a lot of time watching TV, shopping, do other stuff not relevant to the business, to the personal growth. So you have to make sure you don't waste your time. So everyone have 24 hours. So every single minute count. You use the time wisely to invest on the learning for personal growth and keep doing the right thing. And I personally believe if you keep doing the right thing, miracle happen. So we need to spend good quality time with our family. Right now, this lockdown, I believe everyone experienced very good experience about spending a good quality time with their family members. And before that, the lockdown, everyone is rushing, working outside, in and out. The house is just like a couple of hours to sleep. Every time we spend our time working outside, some people work few jobs to get the extra income. And the second one, we also realize the higher education for children, the cost is rising. Every year, 10%. The question I'm asking myself, doing what am I doing right now, working for as an employee, can I afford to send my 3 children to overseas? The answer is quite obvious, is no. Today, if you want to send your children to study at Australia or US or UK, 3 of them at least cost you more than $1 million. So education's cost is not cheap. So you need to figure out, I have to figure out somehow what can I do to overcome this, have to give my children the best of the best, the children education. So with that aspect, I design and I set the goal. So the goal is definitely important. You have a big goal, you can break down to smaller goal. And the goal must be, we call it SMART goal. SMART goal must be very specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. So specific, I mean is like for this year, I want to achieve 6A2-3 by September. So it have to be measurable. Measurable, and you know how your strategy you're going to achieve. Every night, you can sit down and check and balance. Where am I right now? Whether I'm on track to achieve the 6A2-3. So it have to be realistic, time bound. And you must able to see it, must able every day to say it, and you must do it. And this is, we also learn from the Jivan class. The belief must be there. So when you set a SMART goal, that really move you toward it. Stay focused. When I bring out this, I also keep reminding myself, when I work as an employee for the past few years, there is a lot of distraction. 2 years ago, I also have an opportunity to promote a senior management to take care of Asia Pacific. But the question is, do you want to work harder to get promoted, or you want to work to create a business for additional platform for yourself? So I keep telling myself I can't work for the rest of my life for people. So I have a clarity during the EKW. I need to be step up to do the business so that I can get financial freedom. Mean I control the time and the money, but the road definitely is get a lot of bumpy, a lot of challenges. So we need to stay strong, never give up attitude. Many people in the business, they give up too easily. For example, when you set the goal, and definitely you have a strategy to achieve your goal, the best thing is you modeling people who are very successful. Like in the Kangen business, we got so many leaders like Sam Sia, we got the Daniel Nimakali, so many leaders who are very successful. We are modeling their success. And we need to take action. The action is the one to reaching your goal. But there are people, from my experience, people are giving up too easily. After a few attempts, they say, oh, this business is not for me. Another group of people, I also realized that they keep trying, very persistent, perseverant. They keep taking action, but somehow rather, they still cannot get the result, the success result to achieve the goal. Why? Because the strategy is not right. So if you don't change the strategy, you keep doing the action, no way you can achieve the result. And what happened to these people? They will give up. They will say this is a fate. But I'm telling you, Kangen business is really for everyone. It's for everyone, each of us. So the third group of people that I realized that we need to have a counseling. We need to strategize. So when something you keep doing, you are persistent but not getting what you want, you need to have a flexibility to change the strategy. So when you have flexibility to change the strategy and take the action, you're going to get the success. You're going to achieve your goal. Leadership. All of us are leaders. Either way, when you are at home, if you have children, you are leaders. When you're outside in the energy business, even one person under you, you are leaders. So we need to learn about leadership, the characteristic, learn how to motivate, how to contribute, how to create the team, how to get full support. So leader is everything by example. So in the employee mindset, we are using as a boss mentality. Boss means I have the authority. I will ask you to do what. But in the Kangen business, as a business quadrant, you cannot do that. As a leaders, you need to do it by example. Then people will follow and people will understand what it's all about. So for here, the first thing challenge is how to invite. I believe all of you, we need to thank Sam for organizing the EKW. They cover about the mean. So the mean is money, interest, need, and time. But how many of you really make use of the mean? You have the name list. So for the name list, you have to categorize into 4: money, interest, need, and time. So what I do is I check. For example, the Albert, the person, the prospect come in, I will do some fact finding. Whether this person have, number one, desire to earn extra income, money matter, or they have financial strong support, no problem, they're going to get this medical device. 2, interest. The interest portion also is very important, whether the person is very health conscious in terms of wellness perspective. And how do we know? And the person, you can, when you talk during the communication, they are very interested in their health. They're taking a lot of supplementation, or they are buying a lot of organic fruit, vegetable. At home, they have a treadmill, exercise machine. They are very health conscious. So that is the I. And is the need. Those persons have a medical condition. So when you talk to them, they say, well, I'm doing the blood test, I have a high uric acid, I have a diabetic, or some underlying medical condition. And the trust, it depends whether they know you. So I will normally go for warm contact rather than cold contact. So how to invite? Remember, when the name that you have to categorize. Example, when you see Albert, they have a mean tick, I tick, N tick, T is tick, all are tick. That the person you should call the next day. So if you don't have the information about the mean, you need to call them for a drink. At least you try some fact finding to understand, to put some information on the mean. And after you have the mean, the contact invite strategy is very different. If the person, you know, they are looking for a business opportunity, you're going to use a business approach during the contact invite. And every condition on the mean, you are using different script to have an effective contact invite. know your product well. I couldn't say much about this because every product, even our model is different between 3-plate, 7-plate, Super 501, K8. Until today, I still realize many people, they don't really understand their product very well, but they spend a lot of time to try to understand competitors, their product. If you really understand our product in depth, like EKW also we cover the knockout competitors. And we have more than 10 reasons, 15 reasons, we are much far ahead than the competitors. So if you really study well, understand well, do a due diligence, the study, our machine, there's no competitor at all. So when you acquire the business, the product knowledge, it boosts up, give you a very high confidence when you talk to people. You know what you are talking, be a product of the product. Follow up. When I started, the sale doesn't close at high percentage. So I still try to figure out what happened. So when I come to know follow up, it's like every one of us have a fear. I also have a fear to pick up the phone. It's like very heavy phone to call, to follow up. Normally, when we share with people the demo, the follow up is very challenging. To me also, I have a challenge to follow up. So I have to overcome. I have to learn the skill. I have to overcome the follow up. And EKW will learn 70% of the sales require 7 follow up. So look at that, 70%. So if you ask me, if you don't give up in a follow-up, follow-through, you may achieve 100% of closing. So right now, in the follow-up, follow-through is a skill set. It's another skill set. You need to spend time to learn how to do effective follow-up. And this is really good because once you know the follow-up, I assure you, your sales is going to be increased. And the closing sale is not become a problem. How to close sales? This is one of the topic when I start in Kangen business. When I'm working as an employee, I will ask myself, this product is very expensive. How to close sales? How to do the business? So along the way, we do a research, and we also know everyone also learn from the EKW talk about value and the price. There are a couple of things I want to share today. One is the value and versus the price. The other one is the price versus the cost. So there are two different things between these two. So the value for energy machine, we all know it's able to convert our ordinary tap water into the functional water. The keyword is a functional water that they give you not only drinking water, healthy, also give you beauty, strong Kangen, and strong acidic. If you know how to the usage, there are more than 50 usage of our Kangen waters. So if you look at the value today, if the machine is JL 8,000, I'm going to show to customer about 80,000, the value they're going to see. End of the day, it's not the product you sell to customer, it's the result of the product the customer want. So when they get your product, whether they can get the solution, can get what they want, not what you want. So the value, when you do the demo sharing, you have to share the usage of the functional water. And you have to be kind to understand a lot what is the usage. The more you can share the value, the price become another issue, right? So the second thing, price and the cost. Normally, prospect will ask me, customer ask, Anthony, the price is very expensive. I will tell them, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I know the price is a bit ridiculous, but little that I know, this device, I have gained so much benefit, value add to me, my wife, my children, my whole family member, all my siblings. And I will ask the customer, are you concerning about the price or the cost? See, there's a two different between the price and the cost. Cost is one-time thing. You pay only one time. The cost is a lifetime thing. I asked the customer, don't you want a possible cost rather than keep focusing on the price? I divert the attention from the price to the cost. How we do that? For example, our entry model in Malaysia, JL2 is about 8,000. With proper maintenance, the lifespan at least 20 years minimum. You break down to 20 years, 8,000 is about 400. The cost is 400 per year. If you get another brand, competitor from Korea, AWXX brand, 6,000, it's not serviceable. That machine, I give you extra mile, 6 years. The cost per year is 2,000 per year. So which one is cheaper? 400 per year or 2,000 per year? So definitely customer, when we ask them, don't you want the lowest possible cost, shift their focus price. And we always tell them, competitor definitely can beat us on the price, but until today, nobody can beat us on the cost. Don't you agree? That is very powerful. So we need to understand the value price and the price versus the cost. And the third is contact and contract. So if you see this word, contact and contract is look similar, but there is one thing that is a different. Before that, I still want to touch a little bit about the price and the cost. If you can see this little box, I put some of the competitor name. Because working too long in the factory, I would like to tell you a little bit about factory costs. Like the iPhone, the cost is probably about 500, but we are paying about 5,000. So do you know about the percentage markup and the percentage of marketing? These two are very important elements we really need to understand. And the price for the X brand, we give the very generous, about 1,002. The purchase price in the market average hovering about 8,000. So the markup percentage is 567%. Generally, I would tell you the markup percentage outside is more than 1,000, at least more than 1,000. So here, the price in the marketing is about 85%. Now, you take a look in Magic ST501. The cost of it is about 1,004 US dollar, ringgit Malaysia about 5,006. Because majority of the cost is go for medical grade titanium coated with platinum and also our electronic configuration. These two parts is very, very expensive. And if you look at our purchase price about 14,000, the percentage markup is only 150%. It's so low, and the price for the marketing is only 60%. That's why Energy always say 30% is for their cost, 10% they take the benefit, 60% they are giving out for you and me for the marketing and service after sales. The third one is the R. Now you can see that the difference between the contact and the contract. So the difference is the R. R is stand for relationship. We all know name list is very important. It's our capital. So we write a lot of name lists. When I started, I write down more than 100 name lists. So thought that with the name list, I can call and invite, and I close the sales, and I can do the business. But I have to be realistic. It's not that straightforward. First, you need to move from name list to contact. That means you need to build a very good relationship. You need to call them out for drinking. Make friends first. There's one of my good friend, Francis. It's about 20 years we never meet each other. We studied together at the UK during the engineering study. But this guy, sorry, I need to power off my computer. Low battery. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. The power running low. So this guy, Francis, when I call 20 years, You cannot just say, hello, I want to share with you Kangen business. So we catch up for a drink, 1 time, 2 times. After that, we become friends again. For 20 years, we never catch up. And we realize my this friendship, they have suffered the uric acid. They stopped playing golf for 2 years. And after about a month, I call this guy again. I say, I probably have a solution that might benefit to you. Can I come and share with you? They're asking me, what is this? I said, I cannot explain through the phone. What I have in mind is, can I come over for an hour? So I will talk to you. I will explain everything to you. That's how I secure an appointment to meet this guy, and we put a demo machine, and how I follow up and close the sales. So the relationship is very important. So once you have a relationship, you turn the name list to contact. And the third one, you need to have building the trust, because sales take place and people buy from people who they know, and second, they like and they trust. You won't buy things from people you don't know and don't have a trust. So this is from the marketing survey already. We know how to build trust. To build trust, 2 things. You need to be resourceful. That means every time people come to you, you can share a lot of information. You know where to get the information. You have to be very resourceful. And the second thing is, you got to be very good at problem solver. Many people all have a challenges. So you have to be creative, innovative to give a solution. So if you can do these 2 things, resourceful and problem solver, I tell you, your trust is going to be skyroofing. So when you build a relationship and build the trust, and the closing it becomes much easier. So as a matter of fact, there are many strategies for the closing, more than that. So today I just covered a few. There are more than that. And basic thing, you got to be very excited, be the product, you got to be enthusiasm when you talk to people. So how do I build the team? So beginning, for those new business partner, when they come to do the Kangen business, we do it for them for the first time. It's not free lunch. We do it for them. We tell them, you really have to pay full attention to observe and see how do I do the demo, how do I handling the question. And at the same time, they also have to prepare their marketing tools, such as demo set, the book, whatever they need. So they have to really observe. One after, this is just a guideline for 10 prospects. So the next 10, my new business partner is going through the partnership mode. Mean we can do it together. Means some of the prospect I do, some of the prospect he do. But the demo set must using their demo set, not my demo set. So basically, we are doing it together. And the third stage, the cycle is do it yourself. Mean this person is already competent and they can do everything by themselves. That doesn't mean you don't support them. You still support them on the special event or some hardcore prospect. You still need to support them. But they will become very independent than they do it itself. The faster you pick up this business, the day you own the business is the day you pick up the business. The day you still depend on the upline to do for you, you are still not doing the business. We learn how to leverage. This one, all of us, we are aware, but the leverage is the most powerful in the network marketing and in the team. If we can leverage each other's strength, we definitely can achieve more than what we can imagine, beyond what we can do. The leveraging is the most powerful word, how we can achieve things in the shorter time possible. So if you see this picture, you see the end, if the one end, can they move the stick across the other side? The answer is definitely no. We need more end. So in the network marketing, the teamwork is very important. We need to work together. That's teamwork make the dream work. That's why together we achieve more. Don't always try to work alone. I always keep reminding myself, we have to work together. We leverage each other's strength. And this is a 2018. I'm from a 6A plus team, so we have a privilege to visit the factory. And when I see the factory, I tell you, I salute, because 20 over years working in the factory, we know how they run the factory, especially with the certification like ISO 9000 is the process, documented step-by-step process. 14,000 ISO, you can see from the screen, is the environment. They care for the environment. And the 135 is for medical device certification. In order to achieve this ISO 13485, I tell you, it's very, very difficult to achieve, because you need to have third-party certification, and not only 1 year, every year they will come in and do the certification. Even the ISO, when I work in my ex-company, I'm a lead auditor. I'm telling you, the process to get this certification is tedious. And what more could I say for medical device certification, ISO 13485. So more important, during the journey, you need to have fun. Without fun, I won't be working until today. Along the journey is a lot of challenges. Besides the dream, remember one thing is you really need to have fun. Love what you are doing, and it's not become a work. Because when you're in the factory, when you work as an employee, it's enough. You got the boss. That's called work. You need to write the report. So in the outside, you have to be patient and compassionate what you are doing. So you must put in a lot of fun element. Then you enjoy the journey doing the Kangen business. So here we travel together, we always have fun. So when fun means, when we travel together, we all our buddy. So you got the good friend in the business is good buddy. So we can enjoy together, delicious food, you know, drink. This is what I call live life to the fullest. And when you see this slide, it's not about you, it's about them. So today, I spend most of my time, more than 90%, I all out to help all my team members to make sure they get what they want. So we also learn that if you go all out to help them to get what they want, you will definitely get what you want. So put them first before you. Go all out. Share 100%, not 90%. Share your knowledge, share your skill sets, whatever you can do. Learn the system. There is a system what to do. So when I read back as an employee, we always were told what to do, right? So my boss will tell me, Anthony, you need to do this, do this, do this. But when you in the Kangen business owner, many people, they come in, they lost direction. They don't know what to do. How? They focus too much on the how. So we started with the why, the dream. Then from the how, there is a system, step-by-step process, how you're going to achieve what you want. So from here, I continue. This is a last few month photo. So I continue to go all out to help them, not about you, about them. So this is, I would say, full support. You have to be very generous, and you really have to go all out to help your team, each one of them. And if you see this photo, there are so many people. What I want to bring the message is massive action with productivity. So same here, I always use the word AOMA, all out massive action. So the action is important to give you the momentum. So do it day after day, night after night. That massive action will definitely give you result. And the action, productivity means you must have a result driven. Don't to have a lot of the activity without the productivity. And here, what I want to bring out the message is duplication is the key to success. When you do Kangen business, the key thing is about duplication. So all what you do is you have to make it very simple and duplicable. Everyone look at it, it's like, wow, so easy, I also can do. So if the moment you make it very simple, simplify it, and the duplication take place, you're going to build a very big, large team. So for the past few months, also we keep duplicating ourselves. Instead, we work alone. And we also learned that I rather have 1% from the 100 people than 100% of my own. COVID-19. So this currently pandemic, COVID-19 lockdown, everyone is panicking, including me also. So when this happened, what I realized that I need to embrace the change. First, I jump from that like a goldfish to another bowl. That is like employee to business. Now you need to embrace the change. Change is not easy, but when you accepting the change, it becomes so much easier. So do not resist or reject it. Embrace the change. And this one I want to show you what I'm doing actually. Teddy is there, is my very close business partner. We immediately work together. We're doing a video shooting because we have figured out how to do product sharing using Zoom. We spend hour and hour to do the video shooting. So with that, and it's a team effort, not me. I alone, I cannot do the Zoom meeting. So we have a team, we're calling a meeting, and we organize and we do the online Zoom meeting for product demo, for business marketing, and we do it again and again for more than about 6 or 7 times already. And I realized that, wow, if you see this picture, it's a network. That means previously you need like interstate, Malacca, Johor, Penang, you need to travel. Right now you're using Zoom, the attendance at least more than 100. People can just join in. And that is the powerful of the technology. And using this, the technology, you not only in Malaysia, you can reach out to the world. Like today, Wiki Kangen meeting, previously we at Energy office, right now we are global. So that is really amazing. So we need to embrace the change. And if you look at this photo, the saw is rusted. So what we need to do at this current pandemic is sharpen the saw. So when you sharpen the saw, then you're going to have very significant result. What the Abraham Lincoln say, if I 6 hours to chop down a tree, I rather spend 4 hours sharpening the saw. So this is the time. In fact, I have run out of my time every day, single day, because there are so much to learn, so many books to read, so many Zoom training. So we need to attend so that we really have to sharpen our saw, our edge. When the lockdown lifted, we'll be a real warrior to do your Kangen business. Report what we're going to do during the current lockdown. So first, I personally call many of my existing users. That means they already bought the Kangen machine. So when you call them out, what my experience is, they do not know how to use the functional water. Normally, they only use for drinking. So you have to share with them the information. Make sure they know how to use the functional water. And the best part is when you talk to them and you realize currently the economy is slowing down, they might be looking for business opportunity. So we can able to convert them to distributor. This is a big advantages during now the period, because you cannot go out from the house. You can do a lot of follow-up using the phone call or Zoom meeting with them and to convert them to distributors. And the third one is contact your prospect for fact finding. Because normally you call your friend, they will feel very awkward. How come suddenly out of the blue you call them? But during this lockdown period, when you call them, they don't feel surprised because everyone stay at home. So using the care and ask them how they spend their time, during this lockdown at home. So we are actually doing a lot of fact finding from the prospect. So that's how I move from the name list to contact. So from the contact, you're going to go out to have a contract after the lockdown. Counseling, very important from your direct active upline, because along the counseling is a shortcut your journey. There is a lot of blind spot. I would say the blind spot you can't see. So if you do a counseling and you can check and balance, maybe your strategy that you are using is not correct. So if your strategy is not correct, you put in a lot of action, you still cannot get the result what you want to achieve your goal. So from the counseling, just twist the strategy, you should be able to achieve your goal, shorten your success. This is from every worry about duplication is essential for success. Don't work alone. The more you spend time building the team, the more you're going to success. So put people first before you. Duplication is essential for success. And I back to the energy 3 basic principles. And the first one is realizing true physical health. In it is true. It gives you optimum health, especially this current pandemic, and it's so vital. So many people realizing their financial health. And the last one is realizing true mental health. And with these 3 health, I'm so blessed that I'm in energy Kangen business. And when we know we have to be generous, we have to go all out massive action to share what we have. You are sitting in the gold mine, but you need to go out to share with more people, touch their heart. So from employee, just now for my sharing, working as a 28 years, now I have been transformed to Kangen business owner. So this is my last slide. Not only we must have a big ambition, we must have a big aspiration for our team. So I always imagine I'm a warrior holding the flag, energetic flag, and we march forward and give a direction, and we have to shout one word very loud. Allow me to do that is freedom. With that, I end my presentation. I pass back to Michael. Thank you very much.
Michael, we can't hear you. Michael, we can't hear you.